Welcome back to ABNC Numismatics. Today we're going to look at this very beautiful banknote from the French Pacific Territories. And we are welcoming our first ever guest from Oceania. So stay tuned. There are three French Pacific Territories: New Caledonia, Wallis et Futuna, and French Polynesia. That includes Tahiti and the Marquez Islands. Technically, the people over there are French citizens, but politically they lie anywhere between an overseas territory of France and a sovereign nation. But unlike France, which uses the euro, they use their own currency, the CFP franc. Now, how did that happen? After World War II, a lot of countries met at Bretton Woods to fix their currencies to the gold standard, and that meant that the French franc would have to be significantly devalued in order to trade with other countries. The French government realized that devaluing the currency would destroy wealth in places like the French Pacific and French West Africa, so it gave both places their own separate currency, unlinked to the franc. And that is how the West African CFA franc and the franc CFP were born. CFP banknotes have two sides. One side is for French Polynesia, the other side is for New Caledonia. The Caledonian side features a beach in Yingen, and unlike other banknotes where a famous monument or region is shown on the banknote, in this case the banknote made this region famous. It is quite literally called the 500 franc beach. The Polynesian side features a volcanic rock formation called Mount Wave, which is the highest point in the Marquez Islands in French Polynesia. There is so much life and culture that you do not get to see on a banknote. And to get an idea of that, we invited Miss Celia Espinas to share her perspective on what life is like in the French Pacific. Miss Espinas was my first French teacher, and she is one of the kindest people you can run into in your first week of school. Over to you.
Hello, I'm Celia. I'm a French teacher, and I'm here today to talk to you about New Caledonia and the French territory in the Pacific Ocean. I was raised in New Caledonia and French Polynesia. Basically, overseas territory in the Pacific Ocean are extremely rich culturally. You cannot limit it to Polynesian and Melanesian, because history brought so many people on this island because of the administration in France. They were sending prisoners in the overseas territory, and as well because of colonization. So we had people from France coming to this overseas territory, but as well Indonesian, Japanese, people from Vanuatu, Tahitian, Wallisian, Futunian, American even during the Second World War, because they were based in New Caledonia when they were hurt or they had to go through surgery. So they had their hospital in New Caledonia. Basically, most of this information are true for New Caledonia, but the other island got as well more or less some kind of migration like that. All this influence make this island really rich in culture and tradition. I was raised between New Caledonia and Polynesia, and I have to say it was really a perfect childhood where you spend most of the time at the beach, in the river, waterfall, in the nature. You spend your weekend going fishing or on a trip on the other tiny island. You go windsurfing, you're enjoying the tropical rain as well. Life was really simple, but it was so amazing. What was as well really nice, it was the food, the taste of the food, because we were stuck on an island, but at the end we were traveling around Asia because of all this community who were living in New Caledonia. So we could eat names from the Vietnamese, or bami from the Indonesian, or some Polynesian fish salad from Tahiti, and all these were super good. In the same time, the French from France tradition, it's really present in this island. We have the bakery where we buy the bread and all the croissants, pain au chocolat. You have as well historically some building from the time of the colonization. People speak French. French culture is present. It's really a mixture between all of this culture. What is interesting to note is that not everyone wants this territory to remain French. All this started in fact in 1994 when the independentists started to fight for for independence. It was not really nice period of time. People died. There were lots of anger. So after some agreement in New Caledonia, there will be in October 2020 a referendum to decide if it will stay French or no. I love New Caledonia. I think it's a very amazing island. What is amazing in New Caledonia and what I prefer compared to Polynesia is that Polynesia, it's plenty of islands and they kind of, for me, all the same. Although some of them have black sand, some of them have white sand, but still they are small islands. New Caledonia, it is a small island, but on this small island, you're getting so many different scenery, from the white beach to the tropical forest, through on the northwest, like the western cowboy scenery. In the south, you will have like a very mine red ground where we have nickel mine. So you can explore the island and just discover different scenery. And I think this is fabulous. So I really encourage you to do more research about the overseas territory. Maybe if you have the chance to travel there to see by yourself how it is. Au revoir!
Guys, I hope you liked that. Please give it a like, subscribe, follow me. And if you're from one of these wonderful countries, or you're from some really exotic country that I haven't gotten to, please reach out, please volunteer as guest speaker. At ABNC Numismatics, we are trying to learn things, expand worldviews, and have a little fun while we're at it. We'd love to feature your perspective and your culture on this show. Peace out.